Okay, so for number 2, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it. It's 3x squared minus 4 equals x. So, and you can just write this in this exact box right underneath if you want, or even on top. So if you need a 0 here, I'm actually going to minus x. And when I minus it, if I want it in standard form, it doesn't combine with anything. It just moves to the middle of the equation. And so this is what you're working with in number 2. A will be 3, B will be -1, and C will be -4. I'll rewrite number 3 as well. Who's on number 3? Emily? Okay, maybe I'll wait then. All right, now I'll show the quadratic formula work for number 1 and 2. All right, so I got x equals -10, negative b. That's going to end up becoming positive. 2 negatives make a positive. Square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And a is 1. So when you're looking through your little answer squares, did anybody find it? What letter is it? Letter E. So you're going to cut out E and put it next to number 1. Paste it next to number 1 if you want extra credit. All right, now simplifying, I get 10 plus or minus the square root of 100. 4 times 24 is 96 all over 2. 10 plus or minus the square root of 4 over 2. And the square root of 4 is 2. Because 2 squared is 4, right? So, who was able to get this far? The square root of the 4. Okay, good. So now, here's where we talked about yesterday. You want to separate the plus and the minus. So I'm going to do 10 plus 2 divided by 2, and I'm going to do 10 minus 2 divided by 2. At the end, you separate it. So that's 12 over 2, so I get x is 6. And that's 8 over 2, so I get x is 4. My two answers are 6 and 4. That's letter H on the handout, so I would cut out letter H and paste it next to number 1. Have you written anything down? Wake up. You want to stand up? You got a clue? You got a clue? Number 2? So number 2 is going to be -1, so that's going to become positive. -1 squared minus 4 times 3 times -4 all over 2 times 3. Wondering which one has it plugged in correctly. Oh, number 2 would be O. It's 49, Emma. Because this is going to be a positive one. Okay, so we got number 2, x is 2 negatives make a positive, positive 1. Negative 1 squared is positive. 4 times 3 is 12. Times 4 is 48. A negative times a negative will make this 1 plus 48. All over 6. So this is the square root of 49, which is good. That's a perfect square. The square root of 49 is 7, so I have 1 plus or minus 7 all over 6. And now I need to separate it to 2 separate fractions. 1 plus 7 over 6, 1 minus 7 over 6. So we got 8 over 6, negative 6 over 6. You need to reduce your fraction by dividing by 2. X is 4/3. X is negative 1. Anybody able to get to that on their own? Good, 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 good. Good. 4/3 and negative 1. That's number 2. So for 3, A is 8, B is 14, and C is positive 3. 4 is a little trickier. You have to move 2 terms over. And 5 you do as well.